Hello, everyone. Happy New Year to you. Welcome to 2025 forecast readings with me. I'm the creative one. Starting in January with Capricorn, of course. You'll thrive in the dynamic atmosphere around you. Before you throw yourself fully into your projects this year, Capricorn, you'll need to find a balance between your countless responsibilities. You know what I mean? This will help you make better use of your time. Your spiritual side will draw you toward communing with others. So pay attention to that part of you, your spiritual side. Don't ignore those signs and triggers, especially if it's positive, to engage with others. Health of a Capricorn, 2025. If you're thinking of taking up physical activity again, be careful to avoid injury and don't push past your limits, Capricorn. When it comes to changing your eating habits, a long-term program will prove to be the most effective method this year. Work and money. Capricorns, an ambitious project, a new position, or a business startup will require some initial investment this year. You'll know how to persuade people with the right words. You'll secure an unexpected deal or contract that no one would have thought possible, and you'll be proud of your success this year. So pay attention to those opportunities, baby. Be mindful. Be intentional this year. Love life of Capricorns. This is for our singles out there. So if you're not in a relationship and you're single as a Capricorn, this year, 2025, dating apps and social media provide the opportunity to express yourself freely. Meet like-minded people and discover similarities between you and others. If you've recently separated, respect between you and your ex will help you better understand the reason for the breakup. So do the best that you can to try to peacefully separate. That way you can learn the lessons you need. It's difficult for us to learn when we're still angry. So unpack that. Love life, Capricorns that are in a relationship. This is for our couples. If the holiday festivities have created a distance, sorry I stuttered, y'all. I'll read that over. We'll say that over, okay? So Capricorns in a relationship. If the holiday festivities have created a distance between you and your partner, which would be really sad. So rectify this by openly talking about love to rekindle romance. If you've been together for a short time, the leftover stress from the holidays can be soothed by comforting words that put the relationship back into perspective, which will result in a promising future together. So, helpful tip, if you're in a relationship, maybe look into activities where you can do the talker. I think it's called speaker listener. So for 5 minutes, you and your spouse would sit down in chairs facing one another. Maybe candles if you want that aromatherapy going. You know, soft music. Nothing that will be louder than your voice. Let your partner speak for 5 minutes and you just actively listen. Listen to them speak. And then after the 5 minutes is up, they're to ask you what you heard them say. You using your words, let them know what you heard, and then you switch. Now you get to speak for 5 minutes while they listen. Just so you're listening to one another in the relationship. This is very helpful. You just gotta let it help. You understand what I'm saying? So, Capricorns, I have some tips for you about this year, okay? Now, sometimes you may feel that your inner life, your home, or your family places you in an uncomfortable position this year for sure. You'll have a profound need for change, and the pieces will fall into place on their own. Or at least it will be easy to make the necessary changes using your wisdom. You could develop greater efficiency in daily life, or even develop an artistic talent this year. You should experience significant professional growth, or at least your productivity will increase through new tools, innovative technology, or additional employees. You may also develop your own enterprise this year. Join the family business maybe, or set up a remote business from home. When it comes to romance, Capricorn, sharing tasks around the house with your partner and doing caring gestures for one another will bring happiness to your relationship. So be mindful of that. Show tenderness and generosity toward your partner to maintain harmony. If you're thinking of separating, you may need the entire year to complete the process. You know, separations are very sticky. They're very challenging. If you're single, you may find your soulmate in the workplace this year. So pay attention to that, Capricorn. You may have to take care of a family member, or a particular situation at home will require you to be more available this year. Your health can only improve when you pay attention to your diet. You understand? You have to be mindful. We all have to be mindful of what we're eating, when we're eating it, how we're eating it, you know, stuff like that. You may discover that you have an intolerances to certain foods, or gain a better understanding of your body's needs. Some concerns could magically disappear this year for you. So the year is looking, you know, pretty much on the up and up, in my opinion, for Capricorns. But we want to be mindful, okay? Make sure we are practicing mindfulness. When you are mindless, it's difficult to remember things. Remember what you've done, remember what you know, it doesn't matter what it is. It's hard to access that memory when you're not being mindful. So try to remember that. I'll be back with more forecasts with 2025.
Love always wins. Love always wins. Factions crumble, divisions thin. Families born stronger than the sin. In the end, love always wins. Armistice signed, but the pain remains. Faces etched with loss, and it's my grace. Let in the rubble, flowers bloom. Love fills the room, vanishes the gloom. Wounds heal, slow, true. Kisses and hugs meant